So the CAPM versus the PMP certification. Which one is better and which one should you pursue? As we get into this video, be sure to join me and the others in our community down below in the comment section. What do you think of both the CAPM and PMP certifications? And which ones have you pursued? Or are you planning to pursue one of these this year? Leave me a comment down below. Let's engage and let's build our community right here. So this is kind of like the all-time battle that they had with Batman versus Superman movie with Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill, except we're looking at project management certifications. For me, I'm a fan of both heroes, and as you can see, I have a Batman Funko on my desk, so I can feel more like the Dark Knight whenever I'm working as a project manager. So first, let's talk about who each exam is intended for and the requirements for both of them. The CAPM exam is geared towards people who are entry level, would like to manage projects and demonstrate those skills on their resume. It's a very solid certification for those who are just starting out, or maybe they're trying to pivot their careers into project management. When you search online job forums for entry-level roles, that could be project specialist, project coordinator, or junior project manager roles, you'll sometimes see CAPM certification preferred in the job description. Now, to apply for the CAPM exam, you do not need any previous experience in project management. You do need a secondary degree such as a high school diploma or an associate's degree, and you will be expected to complete 23 hours of project management education before you can take the actual exam. Now, at the time of this recording, the CAPM exam costs around $300 for non-PMI members and $225 for PMI members. Now let's switch and let's talk about the PMP exam. The PMP certification is the most popular and widely recognized certification in project management across many industries. This is the perfect exam for you if you have some experience leading or managing projects and you'd like to level up your career, demonstrate your expertise with project management, and qualify for those more that are senior type roles. So to apply for the PMP exam, you need to meet one of the following criteria. If you have a 4-year college degree, then you must have 3 years of experience leading projects within the past 8 years, and of course, 35 hours of project management training. If you only have, let's say, a high school or a secondary school diploma, then you need 5 years of experience leading projects in the past 8 years, along with 35 hours of project management training. Note that for both options, if you have the CAPM certification, then you are not required to meet the project management education requirement. You'll often see that the PMP certification is required or preferred in many job postings for mid-level to senior level roles such as senior project manager, program manager, or even technical project lead. By the way, if you have both the CAPM or the PMP certifications, it does not necessarily mean that you're going to be noticed by a recruiter or even get contacted for interviews. To help you land your next project manager job, I've actually created my free project manager resume template to help you land that interview. And you can download it at alvinthepm.com/resume template. So what's the difficulty level of both the CAPM and the PMP exams, and what will you be tested on? I have personally taken both the CAPM and the PMP exams, and they were actually both challenging for me. One wasn't necessarily easier than the other because they both test you in different ways. The PMP exam requires you to think more critically and to apply yourself to solving actual situational based questions. You're going to be put into a situation where a project is running completely off track, or maybe you're leading an agile project and your team is running the sprint planning session. And the question will ask you some kind of variation of what should you do as the project manager? Now, on the other hand, the CAPM exam is much more factual based than the PMP exam because it's testing your fundamental understanding in project management. So ultimately, it's going to depend on your experience that you already have with managing projects and how well versed you are with using predictive and agile. Now, if we take a look at PMI's exam content outline, the CAPM exam tests your knowledge across 4 domains. You have the fundamentals in project management, predictive and agile methodologies, and lastly, business analysis. For the PMP exam content outline, you're actually tested across 3 domains for people, process, and business environment, where literally half of your exam focuses on the predictive approach, and then the other half represents agile or hybrid. So that's the biggest differentiating factor between both certifications. By the way, if you're gaining value out of this video, be sure to smash that like button to show me your support, because it inspires me to keep creating high quality content just like this. Now, what has been the impact since I've taken the CAPM and the PMP certifications? In case we're meeting for the very first time, my name is Alvin and I graduated college as an engineer. While I was working my way up on the engineering ladder, I decided to take the CAPM certification first because I wanted more exposure to project management fundamentals, and also just to test the waters to see would it actually be something that I would be interested in pivoting my career towards. If I didn't, then I would have stayed my career as working as a full-time engineer. So with that said, the CAPM certification helped me pivot careers from a senior engineer to an engineering project manager role. And the best part about studying for the CAPM exam is that you're trained in literally the best practices that PMI teaches you with how to lead and manage projects that you can immediately apply in your current role, which I found actually kind of helpful. For example, knowing how to analyze the critical path of a project schedule and identifying ways to accelerate or compress a timeline. But not only that, it gave me that technical background in project management, so I felt so much more confident when I was leading my projects at work, whether it was talking internally to my team, negotiating, or persuading management for our business case, and even when I had to talk and communicate to outside vendors. After I gained the required 3 years of managing my own projects, I applied, and then I took the PMP certification, which I eventually used to negotiate a higher salary and land a more senior role as a manager of project management. Now, which one is worth it, and how would I rate both the CAPM and the PMP certifications? For the final drumroll that you've been waiting for, drumroll please. The CAPM certification gets a solid A- for me, and the PMP certification gets an A+ for me. And here's my reasoning and logic behind it. If you already meet the 3 years of required project management experience, where you have actually led and managed projects at work, then skip the CAPM certification and just go straight for your PMP certification. As PMI has shown in the recent salary survey from November of 2023, individuals who hold the PMP certification earn a 33% higher salary on average across all countries. Second, 66% of the participants in the survey reported an increase in total compensation over the past 12 months. So while the CAPM can be your stepping stone to pivot careers and gain that technical foundation, the PMP will be the one to help you negotiate a higher salary and increases in the long run. Personally, and this is my experience, if I hadn't pursued either one of these certifications, I definitely would not be in the spot that I'm in my career. I 100% believe in the value of taking both CAPM and PMP certifications, depending on your situation and the years of experience you already have. Both can help you grow and can advance your career, but you have to choose which one makes the most sense for your career, given where you're currently at. There are so many opportunities available to you that you can qualify for with just these 2 certifications. The income earning potential is definitely there, especially once you obtain your PMP. Remember to join me and the others in our community in the comments down below. What do you think of both the CAPM and PMP certifications, and which ones are you pursuing this year? If you're still planning to take your CAPM exam and you want my step-by-step study plan so you can get certified the fast way, watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next video.